Good evening, Wilshire, and welcome to Wilshire's Got Talent. I'm so excited you're joining us this evening because you are in for a treat. We have some fabulous acts from Wilshire members of all ages. To kick us off tonight, we're going to hear from a couple of Wilshire Winds members. We have Daniel McAnallen, who is not a church member, but he does play with Wilshire Winds every month, and Donna Manning. They're teaming up to perform a trombone quartet. You heard that right, with two people. And it is a performance of Londonderry Air, which is better known as Danny Boy, followed by Annette Miller performing an original poem called Harmony, a Blessing. And then we'll circle back to another Wilshire Winds member. Stan Denman lays his tenor sax aside to perform a clarinet solo. It's called Carol from 5 Bagatelles for Clarinet by the British composer Gerald Finzi, and I will be accompanying him on that. But for now, I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Harmony, a Blessing by Annette Miller. Be kind to birds, flowers, trees. Be kind to him, me, and thee. As morn breaks, sun will shine. Feel the currents through the pine. Toes in sand on the peak. In our souls the truth we seek. Bless the babe, elder, weary. Accept our thanks, join the merry. Alive to breathe, touch, hear. Gone are worry, pain, and fear. Joyous round we go again, evermore the quiet strain of peace.
Next up in Wilshire's Got Talent, the one, the only, Tori Capistran, performing her rendition of the Beatles classic, Blackbird.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
Staying at home has got to be making us all feel a little stir-crazy. And the next two acts are clearly evidence of that. First, Guy and Connie Smith put a pandemic spin on the theme song from the TV show All in the Family, Those Were the Days. And they'll be followed by our Pastor George, as you've never seen him before.
There was no shelter in place. You could even touch your face. Friends would greet with a warm embrace. Those were the days. Soon meant you went real fast. A test is what you took in class. Halloween's when you wore a mask. Those were the wasn't such a chore. You could meet with 10 or more. Churches didn't close their doors. Those were the days.
blind harpist and singer Turlo O'Carolan was an Irishman that lived in the late 17th and early 18th centuries. The first composition attributed to him is, in the words of one author, a beautiful old Irish air. Here now to perform She Beg, She More, which translates Small Fairy Mound, Big Fairy Mound. Here's Max Tucker now Go grab your favorite Irish drink and enjoy. Sláinte. In December of 1943, Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys took the stage at the world-famous Ryman Auditorium in Nashville. When they took the stage, they brought to Music City and to the world a whole new sound of music. originating in the Appalachian United States region. It's a genre of music we know today as bluegrass music. Now, nearly 90 years later, a whole new generation of bluegrass artists are working hard to keep that sound and music alive. Here now to perform a cover of a hit by the group called Waylon Jennings. Here are Amanda Mintz, Molly Shepard, Julie Francis, accompanied by Associate Pastor Darren DeMint, Pastoral Resident Alumnus John J. Alvaro, and Max Tucker. Here's the song called Wildflowers.
One, two, three, four.
1, 2, 3.
Good evening, I'm Sarah Stafford, and it's my privilege to introduce George Gagliardi. Many people mispronounce his last name. Coming from George, the second G is silent. You go right on to the L-I-A-R-D-I. If you know George, he is an eccentric dresser, and I guess you could say he's had some influence on my dressing. As George has on his website, he was born at a very early age in Paris, Texas, that is. He earned a music degree from a Baptist college in Plainview, Wayland Baptist University. One of his professors, Dr. James Cram, had a huge influence on his journey as a composer. George has composed over 800 songs. George is a self-taught pianist and guitarist and has picked up the tenor sax, banjo, and ukulele. He's lived and performed in both LA and Nashville, but returned to Dallas in 1992. When asking George how long he's been a member of Wilshire, he replied Cynthia Clausen introduced him to Wilshire and he joined in 1969. He has written many songs for and with Cynthia Clausen, the gospel music legend. Words and Music, one of George's songs that Cynthia recorded, was nominated for a Dove Award, and another, My Finest Hour, was nominated for a Grammy. Most recently, George writes a musical each year for the Jesters, a program for special needs adults at Highland Park United Methodist Church. He also works with Kids on Stage in Winsboro, Texas, where he helps the children write and perform an original musical. George is no stranger to the music ministry here at Wilshire. He has written, arranged music for almost all the musical groups. The one especially close to me is the children's musical 24 Sandals. He wrote and we premiered it the summer of 2016 during music camp. George plays in Wilshire Winds, sings in New Song Community Choir, and began and leads the New Song Mad Hatters ukulele group, which is now rehearsing on Zoom. During this time of quarantine, George has been writing a church musical from creation to revelation from the book of John, as well as 21 other songs. Just a glimpse of George's productive life as a Christian musician. Friends, help me welcome George Gagliardi.
Okay, so since I'm starting to look a little more like Buffalo Bill, I thought I would dress the part. This is a song that was written for a Kids on Stage. It's a music drama camp we have every summer in Winsboro. And we're still planning to have it this year, one way or the other. But this is a song that seems to be appropriate for the times. All in this together. We're all in this together. All in this together. Even though the days are hard, we believe we can make it through. If we don't lose heart and we do our part, remembering as we do. We're all in this together. Times like these, when we look around and we wonder how long we can take it. And we know there's no way we can fake it. And we wonder if we're gonna make it. And some may say we're strictly on our own, yet they desperately need a helping hand. You don't have to face the standing all alone. We believe it's really necessary for each of us to understand. We're all in this together. All in this together. Even though the days are hard, we believe we can make it through. If we don't lose heart and we do our part, remembering as we do. we're all in this together. We're all in this together, yeah. We're all in this together. Even though the days are hard, we believe we can make it through if we don't lose heart and we do our part. Remembering as we do, we're all in this together. All in this together.
I really miss our children at Wilshire, but thankfully tonight, many of them will be sharing their talents with us, letting their talents shine. First, we have Jimmy Mustang with a magic trick. Next, we have Abigail Gaines, who's playing a song on the ukulele. Then, Davey Anderson will sing his favorite song. And finally, we'll have the Capistron children dancing. So I hope you enjoy Wilshire's Got Talent.
So now you got to show everybody what you're doing.
I'm doing magic.
And what do you have under those cups?
I have Zuma.
Oh, and Zuma. What happens to Zuma?
He goes somewhere.
Okay. Are you ready to do magic?
Yes.
Let's see it. Where did Zuma go?
I saw you put it there.
All right, Abigail, are you ready? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, ready, go. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Kitty cat, kitty cat. Morning bells are ringing. Morning bells are ringing. Ding, ding, dong. Ding, ding, dong. High five.
Hey!
Good job.
I'm Davey Anderson, and this is my mama, and we're gonna sing "This is light of mine." This is light of mine. Light of let it shine. This is the light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This is the light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Hide it
Under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine.
Hide it under a bushel, no. I'm gonna let it shine. No, I'm gonna let it shine.
Why do you have the no?
It's time for more kids acts. First, we'll have Luke Pendry with his basketball trick shots. Then we have the Mitchell sisters. Eliana will be playing the piano and singing a very special song, and her sister, Everly, is going to do more magic. These kids from Wilshire are amazing.
is the Allen. This is the crossbar. This is the laser shot. This is the bounce shot. This is the side shot. This is the sit shot. This is the hook shot. This is the pipe shot. This is the play set shot. Trampoline shot. This is the scooter shot. This is the bucket shot. This is the sunroof shot. Can see him in the street. Oh, hi. There you go, Ruth. I have a magic trick for you. You see this coin? And I'm going to make this up here. I just need to put it here. Then it disappeared. And now I will make it reappear. It reappeared. And thank you for watching. Bye.
Okay. Is it true that Doug and Jeff have started a band?
Yes. The Hampton and Haney Squeezers.
Wow.
You know, I started to feel a little concerned about the number of lemons we were going through over here, but then Jeff got a concertina.
Lemons at your house. Here, it was oranges, but at least the concertina is keeping Doug off the streets at night.
Yes, saving the youth of America, one concertina at a time.
So hello, we are the Hampton and Haney Squeezers, and we are going to play a brief medley of tunes for you today on the concertina. Now, the concertina is an instrument that was invented in England and Germany simultaneously in the early 1800s. It was brought across the ocean by the immigrants and across the continent as they settled the land. And as you can imagine from its size, it was popular for playing the old folk songs on the trail and around the campfires. And in that spirit, today we're going to play Streets of Laredo, Colorado Trail, and You Are My Sunshine. We invite you to tap your feet, and if you will at the end, join us in the chorus. And here we go.
Please don't take my sunshine away. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Our kids and our youth have experienced much disappointment since spring, with the cancellation of school, proms, performances, sporting events, tour, camp, family vacations, and simply just not being able to hang out with our friends like we would enjoy doing. This evening, 3 of our Wilshire youth will be sharing their gifts and talents with us. First up, we have Landon Hyder performing number 35 from the 40 Rose Etudes and the opening clarinet solo from Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue. Next, Lydia Lauder will be dancing the Russian lead from Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker Suite. And finally, Bryn Anderson will be performing Mamma Mia, a solo she was set to sing as the lead in Woodrow Wilson's musical this past spring. Now, will you join me in welcoming to the Wilshire stage 3 of our very own youth, Landon, Lydia, and Bryn.
Today I'm playing number 35 of the 40 Rose Etudes and Rhapsody in Blue.
Hi, my name is Bryn Anderson, and I will be singing Mamma Mia by ABBA. I was set to be the lead role in Woodrow Wilson's performance of Mamma Mia, but that didn't get to happen, so this is my tribute to what could have been. I was cheated by you, and I think you know when. So I've made up my mind, it must come to an end. Look at me now, will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a fire within my soul. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I forget everything. Whoa, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist ya? Mamma Mia, does it show again? My, just how much I missed ya. Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Mamma Mia, now I really know. My, I should not have let you go. I was angry and sad when I knew we were through. I can't count all the times that I've cried over you. Look at me now, will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a fire within my soul. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I forget everything. Whoa, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist ya? Mamma Mia, does it show again? My, just how much I missed ya. Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist ya? Mamma Mia, does it show again? My, just how much I missed ya. Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist ya? Mamma Mia, does it show again? My, just how much I missed ya. Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Mamma Mia, now I really know. My, I should not have let you go. Alternatively, I was going to be telling jokes, but my mother said no.
Mom, can you hold it down? I have to film this spot for my agent.
Sorry, Blake.
Hello, church. I hope you've all enjoyed this evening of Wilshire's Got Talent. For our final act, we have the McClung family, as they do not throw away their shot to participate in Wilshire's Got Talent. Watch one last time as they work as a family to introduce Alexander Hamilton as you've never seen him before.
How does a last-born orphan, son of a girl and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by Providence, impoverished and squalid, grow up to be a hero and a scholar?
The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter. By 14, they placed him in charge of a trading charter. And every day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted away across the waves, he struggled and kept his guard up. Inside he was longing for something to be a part of. The brother was ready to beg, steal, borrow, or barter. Then a hurricane came and devastation reigned. Our man saw his future dripping down the drain. Put a pencil to his temple, connected it to his brain, and he wrote his first refrain, a testament to his pain.
Well, the word got around, they said this kid is insane, man. Took up a collection election just to send him to the mainland. Get your education, don't forget from whence you came, and the world is gonna know your name. What's your name, man?
Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton. And there's a million things I haven't done. But just you wait, just you wait.
He was 10 as well as full of it, did written 2 years later. See Alex and his mother bedridden, half dead, sitting in their room, sleepless and thick. Alex got better, but his mother went quick. Moved in with his cousin, the cousin committed suicide, left him with nothing but ruined pride. Something new inside, a voice saying, Alex, you gotta fend for yourself. He started retreating and reading every treatise on the shelf.
There would have been nothing left to do for someone less astute. He would have been dead or destitute without a cent of restitution. Started working, clerking for his late mother's landlord, trading sugar cane and rum and all the things he can't afford, scamming for every book he could get his hands on, planning for the future. See him now as he stands on the bow of a ship headed for a new land. In New York you can be a new man.
In New York you can be a new man. In New York you can be a new man. In New York you can be a new man. In New York,
New York,
just you wait.
Alexander Hamilton. We are waiting in the wings for you. You can never back down, you never learn to take your time. Oh, Alexander Hamilton, when America sings for you, will they know what you overcame? Will they know you rewrote the game? The world will never be the same. Oh, ship is in the harbor now, see if you can spot him. Another immigrant coming up from the bottom. His enemies destroyed his rep, America forgot him.
we fought with him. Me, I died for him. Me, I trusted him. Me, I loved him.
And me, I'm the dang fool that shot him. There's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait.